Hello everyone. This is the lab 8 of ELD. So up until now, we have been using Basis 3 board for all our labs. The Basis 3 board consists of only the FPGA, for which we have written Verilog modules and generated bit streams to program the board. In this lab, however, we will be using Zybo board. This board consists of Zinc architecture, which means that it has a PS as well as PL. The PL means the FPGA, which we have studied till now, and the PS signifies the processing system part. So, yeah, so this is the basic overview of the architecture of the Zinc architecture. So in this, the yellow part shows the PL, that is the FPGA, which will be programmed using the regular flow that we have followed till now, and the remaining part shows the PS part, which is used to implement software-based applications written in C language. For that, we will be using another tool, Software Development Kit, SDK today. Okay. So to have a basic overview, the PS communicates with the PL using various AXI interconnects. The PS also has some peripherals to communicate to the outer world, for example, UART or USB or Ethernet, etc. And the PS also has some memory interfaces to access the DDR memory on the board. So this is a basic overview of the architecture. So in this lab, we have to complete 4 tasks. The first one is to create a block design in Vivado using the Vivado IP integrator and configure it for the Zinc processing system. The second one is to create a simple Hello World application using the Xilinx SDK, which will run on the ARM processor. And since we all will be using remote access, we will using JTAG terminal to display any outputs of our function. All right. The third one is to write a C application to compute the following mathematical expression. The last one is to write another C application to compute an 8-point FF. So let's create a new project for our lab. Yeah, so you can name it whatever you want. Lab 8 SDK. These are just the same steps. Just make sure that in the boards section you select Zybo board, Zybo Z710, and not the Basis 3 board or any other one. Uh, Otherwise you won't be able to add Zinc processing IP in your block design, which we'll be doing later. So create a new block design. And then yeah, so click on this plus button to add the Zinc processing system IP. Just search for Zinc and add it to your design. So yeah, so now this IP is added to your design, and first of all click on run block automation. So it will just make some of the default connections by itself, and leave this dialog box as it is and click on OK. So you will see here that you have 2 ports for DDR memory and fixed IO memory here. So in this lab, we will be using DDR memory. So later on, whatever C application that C code that you will be writing, it will be stored in your DDR memory. So we need this. So we need to access this memory, and this fixed IO means input output will be used for handling the inputs and outputs of your code. So these 2 ports you do require of your Zinc IP. The rest of these are used when you need to access PL part as well. So to remove that, we will customize our Zinc IP. So double click on it and go to PSPL configuration. Here in the general tab, click uncheck this clock reset signal, and then in the non-secure enablement, uncheck your GP port interface as well. Then in the peripheral IO pins, from here you can select which periphery you want to access for your application. Right now we don't need to access anything from the outside, so we'll just uncheck these. And then in the clock configuration, These are the clocks which are passed to the PL fabric, that is a programmable logic. Now since we do not have any hardware, so we don't need these clocks. Here you can also see that we have two clocks for the CPU, that is processor, and for DDR memory as well. So these can be changed from here. So rest of the things will remain same, and then click on OK. So now you can see that your processing system IP has only two ports, the DDR memory and fixed IO. So click on this button to just regenerate the layout, and then validate your block design to check for any errors or critical warnings. Okay. So in creating this block design, you need to follow these three steps in particular order. The first one is to run the block automation, and the second is to customize your IP to remove the additional ports, and the third one is to validate your design. So the next step is to generate the output products so as to synthesize it, and wait for this process to be completed. So once this process is completed, right click on your block design file and click on create HDL wrapper. So it will automatically generate a Verilog file for this particular design. Just wait for this hierarchy to update, and yeah. So once you click on this Verilog file, you will see that all these input output ports for your IP are defined here, and yeah, so these connections are automatically done from your block design itself, and you do not actually need to write these. So actually in this lab we are using only the PS part of our Zybo board, and we do not really require the PL part. So we don't really need to generate the bit stream since it is used to configure the PL. But anyways, we'll do so that we can see the implemented design and see how the design is being mapped to the PS part, to the PS on your board. Okay. So click on generate bitstream. So once the bitstream is generated, select to open the implemented design. So here you can see that these four blocks are actually your PL part, and since you have not programmed these, so they are mainly empty, and this part of your design is the PS. In this, here you can see this is a complex mapping of all the connections that are need to required to configure the processing IP. Alright, so once it's done, click on file and export the hardware. So in this case, we will leave this include bitstream option unchecked because as said, we do not have anything for the programmable logic part, and just click on OK, and then launch your SDK from here itself. So the bit stream is actually used to configure your PL part, and from SDK we will write C applications or codes which will be used to program your which will run on your processing system of your Zybo board. All right.